Hey, shalom, shalom. Aki, miss your brother here, Yakanin. First and foremost, I like to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Akwadash, Barak Thumb. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who rule well and that taught me this truth. And salutations out there to the hopeful elect, the brothers that have been putting in this work diligently, sincerely, and truthfully. To you I say shalom. Okay, may the Lord continue to bless you and your households. All right, just a quick little lesson. I'm in transit to head to work. Okay, but I just wanted to touch on, just different topics as being in the spirit. Okay, trying to improve. All right, because we head into a so-called new year, but we know the new year don't happen until springtime. But the most important thing is once we got these next 12 months to go, all right, Lord willing, the crash of the dollar happened in 23. All right, hey, brothers, just praying for the downfall of this place. You know what I mean? Like, I was talking to my one out yesterday. I was saying, like, yeah, we got worldly goals, but we would rather see, our spiritual goals happen before the worldly goals. We'd rather see the dollar crash before we would rather get $1 million or $1 billion. We'd rather see Yahweh Shai return rather than see our kids graduate high school, or graduate college or whatever worldly thing. Basically, we want to see the fall of this kingdom and the rise of our kingdom. And that's only going to happen, right, when the elect wake up. So that's why it's our goal to come on here and wake the sheep up and edify the sheep. It's also, a discipline thing. All right, staying sharp and preaching his word in and out of season. Going out to the highways and byways in and out of season. All right, no matter if it's 10 degrees or 100 degrees, no matter if it's, sunny out, rainy out, snowing out, we're still going to the highways and byways. Right, because the sheep got to be fed. It's also about keeping your brothers inspired, uplifted, motivated. All right, sometimes, man, certain brothers just hit you differently in the spirit, man. And it's beautiful that certain brothers got them certain gifts and brothers can see it. One day you might feel like listening to Apostle Tahar, but then the next day you feel like listening to Apostle Ramlab or Apostle Gabar, or you might want to listen to another elder. It's just beautiful because, brothers be, brothers be down in the spirit, brothers be depressed some days just because of the atrocities and the wickedness of this place. And, we come on YouTube and we get edified by the brothers. I know me personally, I feel better after I watch a few vids, man, after I read the scriptures. So that's really our medicine. That's really what keeps us alive. That's what keeps us going, is this hope and faith that's in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And Lord willing, we continue to obtain that hope and faith, and we don't lose it. All right, because let's believe a lot of brothers have lost that, and a lot of brothers that you wouldn't have expected, man. All right, they clocked and ran out. So Lord willing, man, we just continue to pray that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai keep us in His thoughts and keep us in this truth. All right, and to keep our name alive, so that we get a chance at the book of life, which is, the elect and obtaining salvation and whatnot, because it would suck to come this far and you get to 23 and you fall out, or you don't go as hard, or you slip up and you start bullshitting. We at the goddamn finish line now, man. I don't see this place going on another goddamn 2-3 years. 3 years max, Lord willing. All right, it's just a 3-year bid we finna do. If you can't do a 3-year bid, man, you wasn't meant for this. We got more than likely like 2-3 years, and hey, whatever you do in these next 2-3 years is going to reserve your spot for eternity or not. It's crazy to think about, but it's like everything's on the line. All our marbles are on one basket. So it's like we banking on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai returning real soon. So we on our toes now. We on our toes. We on our P's and Q's in the world. We watching out. We staying away from. We refraining away from certain people and certain energies and certain places. Just trying to gain more knowledge on the scriptures and just be in better spirits and getting better shape physically, eating better, mentally preparing our minds for the things we may have to go through. All right, whether that's not eating for a few days, not drinking for a few days, maybe not eating the foods that we want to eat for them days. All right, being on the move, just learning how, to survive in nature. All right, maybe if you don't know how to fish, learn how to fish. Learn how to make a fire. Just little things, man. Learn what trees to eat, or what greens you can eat when you're out there and about. Just the little things like that. Because the times that are coming is like no time ever seen before in history. In history, it's going to get bad out here, and we say that as a warning, and it should scare you because it's going to be scary. All right, but hey, it says even the elect shall scarcely be saved. So if we of that number, that the Lord got that mark on us to protect us, it's going to look like we barely going to get saved, like we barely going to escape out of the situation that we in. All right, but the Lord going to provide a way. Best believe that, and we gotta do our part in keeping our faith, no matter what, man. If it's death do its part, right, then it has to be that. If it's us up there getting our head chopped off in the guillotine, then so be it. We still got to maintain that faith until that thing come all the way through our head. All right, and then we're going to be given that crown of eternal life. I know it sounds easier than what easier said than done, but the goal is to maintain this type of mindset when we're going through it. Because it's a different thing when you're actually experiencing it in the physical rather than just thinking about it, but you haven't gone through it yet. So we have to continue to prepare our minds for stuff like that. So when it does happen, we're not freaking out. We're not running around like a chicken with our head cut off, because we've already put ourselves in this predicament in our mind over thousands of times. So now when it actually does come, if it may come, we've already been prepared for it. All right, so it's a big test coming up. Some brothers are going to fail the test, and some brothers are going to pass the test. But it's been written since the beginning of time who was and who wasn't. Only Yahweh Bashim Yahushai knows that. So we got to do our part down here to secure our seat on the chariot by following laws and commandments. All right, being brotherly, preaching the doctrine, following the doctrine, living the doctrine. Okay, and just being a wholesome person. Okay, according to the scriptures. Because a good person in the world and a good person to the Lord is two different people. It's two way completely different things. Okay, so I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem HaKodesh, Barakathum, and double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who rule well and that taught me this truth. And salutations out there to the hopeful elect, the brothers that are putting in this work diligently, sincerely, and truthfully. To you, I want to say Shalom.